lyrics that this world that we live in has created through telling so many lies and creating so many falsehoods about the heroes that media puts before our faces, and especially those who come from the impoverished communities and those who come from the black community. We have very little real knowledge about what goes on to create the people who are placed in front of us as heroes. And Tupac is one of those individuals. He's no exception to that rule. He has been placed before us as a hero. And if the powers that be really had a big issue with Pac being that, they would not have his writings for study in their universities. Academia would not give him that big thumbs up, nor would they have reincarnated him by way of hologram. Also, we have to look at the origin of things. The origin of anything tells you a lot about its purpose for creation. Okay, and when we look at Pac's origin, we have several conflicting stories.
This lady named Layla introduced me to H. Gregory, who was managing Digital Underground. He was like, I'm gonna send you to Digital Underground. They're in the studio. You just rap for Shock G on the spot. If you like you, then I'll pick you up. Yeah, I just walked in and rapped on. He's like, okay, good, you're in. Boom, boom, boom. I'll see you later. And I just left, walked out of there like, dang. Shock was like, come on the road. You could be my roadie, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be glamorous, but you'll be working, you'll be meeting people. I said, cool. Got off the road, he said, well, I'm gonna pay you this, and I'm gonna let you do same song. I did same song. Ever since then, it's been on.
Okay, your connection with Digital Underground, how did you hook up with them?
Basically,
okay.
I bumped into this kid named Greg Jacobs, a.k.a. Shock G. And he hooked me up with Digital Underground. I hooked up with Money B. And Money B hooked me up with his stepmama, and his stepmama and me started making beats. And we got a little cool thing jumping on. We had a cool sound. So Shock asked me, if I wanted a group, and I was like, yeah, but I don't want a group with my stepmama, because she gonna try to take all the profit. See, because she wanted to go out there and be hoes with attitudes. I was like, nah, I wanted to be more serious to the young black male. So Shock said, well, we gotta get rid of my stepmama. So we went to San Quentin and just ditched her in the Scared Straight program.
But one thing we know is not to take the scholar's opinion, not to take academia's opinion, and not to take the opinion of people involved, people who have a dog in the fight, if you will, people who have every reason to want to color things a certain way. And that means that if we want to know really about Pac, we can't take Jasmine Guy's portrayal of Afeni Shakur as the proof of truth. Nor can we simply take what Pac said about himself. We have to be able to use discernment, be wise as serpents and gentle as doves, and look at some of the things surrounding his situation and other situations like his, and also have a knowledge of the enemy and how the enemy gets down with duality, the Crowleyan Law of Reversal, and Project Janus.
Sunshine, blue skies, please go away and go away. My life is filled with gloom, so day after day I stay locked up in my room. I know to you it might sound strange, but I wish you wouldn't rain. I wish that yeah. God, so badly. Man ain't supposed to cry. Listen, I gotta cry, 'cause crying
Immediately, Pac was placed into the government mind control program, which we know that the Black Panthers were under attack by this program from its inception. COINTELPRO's number one concern was to find a black messiah. It's in the paperwork. Hoover and them was in fear of a potential black messiah coming out of the ghetto. They decided, well, it's better if we make one. Controlled opposition.
Do you think the Black Panthers were successful? Do you think that they were wiped out by the government? Or how do you view the situation?
I think that they were successful because they bred me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe myself to be the offspring of the Black Panthers,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I see and I learned from what they had. You know, they got did in by the media, their love for cameras, and an extremely sinister government. And they just happen to be born in the same time as a motherfucker named J. Edgar Hoover. So they just was his victims. You know what I'm saying? What they plan was to do was for black people to do for themselves. And they felt like not hate white people, but just be more black. If we all just stop mixed racing, stop interracial marrying and all of that bullshit, just stay amongst our own families, we'll promote some kind of black love between man and woman. But so they saw that COINTELPRO, the counterintelligence program set up by J. Edgar Hoover, saw that the Panthers were doing a damn good job because all over the country they got this buzz, similar to how Thug Life is.
Drug life?
Thug Life.
Thug life.
Yeah. So now the Panthers got everybody talking about the Panthers and we want to be free and we want decent housing and talking good, not just bitch hole, you know, straight good. And they start infiltrating. Now, why would they do this to a young black organization? And why would you not think they would do it to me? They infiltrated them, meaning they got people to say that they were Panthers, they joined the Panthers, and they would start the ruckus. Like, say, let's go shoot up the Botanical Gardens or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And do it in the name of the Panthers, but it's a cop. You know what I'm saying? And everybody think it's the Panthers because he's dressed like a Panther. You know what I'm saying? And he's screaming the Panthers, but he's a cop. He's been sent by the FBI. They got papers to document this shit.
So in terms of you feel that you're a product of that, or
I'm a product of a society that will openly tell me that my life isn't worth anything.
He has been placed before us as a hero. And if the powers that be really had a big issue with Pac being that, they would not have his writings for study in their universities. Academia would not give him that big thumbs up, nor would they have reincarnated him by way of hologram.
Oh yeah, people, this hurt I feel inside, words could never explain. I just wish it would rain. Oh, let it rain, 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 rain. Oh, I wish let it rain. Oh yeah, let it rain. Oh yeah, let it rain. Day in, day out, my tear-stained face pressed against the window pane. Eyes search the skies, desperately for rain. Cause raindrops hide my teardrops, and no one will ever know that I'm crying, crying when I go outside. To the world outside my tears, I refuse to explain. Oh, I wish it would rain. Let it rain. Let it rain. I need rain to the sky.
Afeni's story, if you understand some things about the Black Panthers, period, COINTELPRO's targeting of them, and Hoover's hatred. And so it was around this time that the Panther 21 trial came to pass. And Afeni defends herself. Out of all of the 21, she defends herself and she gets off on 156 counts. I defy you to find certain information out about this trial. And that's a telltale sign too. When you're looking up the information and you can only find pro-information. Because the internet is such a worldwide web designed to catch all manner of information, pro and con. When you can only find a certain imprint of information, or when most of the information is led you a certain way, or is put out in order to lead you toward a certain conclusion, then you can make the conclusion and the reasonable deduction that that information has been tampered with. Her son's name was Lesane Parish Crooks. Do the knowledge, you'll find it. Crooks, thugs, thug life. We will find out things that are supposed to be mysteries. And because the devil has to leave a trail. Okay, he has to leave a trail so you can find his tail. And that makes the game fair.
I'm a man and I got my pride. Listen, I'm a man and I got my pride.
Searching for black Jesus. Sporting jewels and shit, you know what I mean? Straight tatted up.
God said he should send his one begotten son to lead the wild into the ways of the man.
Tell me I ain't God, son. Nigga, mama a virgin. They say Moses split the Red Sea. I split the blunt, roll the fat when it's deadly. Babylon, beware. Brothers getting shot, coming back, resurrected.
Supposed to cry. Listen, I gotta cry, 'cause crying is the pain. Oh yeah, people this. Remember the earth is the moon. Motherfucker shot my nigga. Just me. Hold on. So when God has set me free, can you tell me why, tell me why. When Jesus died for you and me. This is what he's done. He had when Jesus died for you and me. Let it rain.
You can't watch a movie unless you do it critically. If you watch it critically, not there to enjoy it. Remember what they say, it's your emotions that get you on. And it's interwoven, all these emotional themes all through movies. You're played like a harp. And they embed ideas into you, along with the movies, and predictive programming too, so you'll accept that which is still to come. And you'll behave the same way as the characters in the movie when it comes. Oh well, what can you do? I'll just watch much music or television.